Quick Facts with Franklin. I hope you learned something. Love you. Bye. In 1905, Albert Einstein was an unknown patent clerk working in a Swiss office. He spent his days stamping patent applications and his nights rewriting the laws of physics. That year, he published 4 papers that destroyed 200 years of accepted science. One of those papers contained the most famous equation in the history of human thought. Einstein had already proven that light carries energy in discrete packets called photons. This discovery challenged the belief that light was purely a wave and birthed quantum mechanics. He also revealed that mass and energy are the same thing wearing different disguises. E equals mc squared. A tiny amount of matter contains staggering energy because the speed of light squared is a staggeringly large number. Albert Einstein won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. Almost nobody knows what for. He did not win it for relativity, which most people assume. He won for the photoelectric effect, which proved that light behaves as both a wave and a particle. The Nobel Committee even called it his law of the photoelectric effect. This discovery enabled solar panels and digital cameras, which millions of people use every single day. In 1919, the world watched a total solar eclipse on a remote Atlantic island. A British astronomer named Arthur Eddington measured starlight bending around the darkened sun. The stars appeared slightly shifted because gravity had warped the fabric of space itself. Einstein had predicted this exact thing 3 years earlier, and the data confirmed him completely. Headlines around the world announced the most famous physicist alive, and he was only 42 years old. To learn more about Albert Einstein, watch documentaries on the history of modern physics and read Walter Isaacson's definitive biography. The patent clerk who outsmarted the world proved that genius lives in anyone willing to question the obvious. His mind cracked the universe while his violin filled the quiet hours with Mozart. The Big Bang Theory describes how the entire universe began 13.8 billion years ago as a hot, dense point, smaller than a grain of sand. It was unimaginably small and infinitely hot. Every single galaxy star, an atom has been racing outward from that single infinitesimal starting point for nearly 14 billion years. In the first 3 minutes after the Big Bang, the universe operated as a cosmic pressure cooker. Protons and neutrons smashed together fast enough to fuse into the very first atomic nuclei. Temperatures exceeded billions of degrees as hydrogen and helium atoms formed in the time it takes to cook a single egg. These 2 light elements would eventually collapse under their own gravity to ignite the first stars and build worlds. They would form every planet that ever existed. The strongest evidence for the Big Bang comes from the cosmic microwave background, a faint afterglow that fills every corner of space. This radiation dates back to 380,000 years after the initial expansion, when the universe cooled enough for light to travel freely for the first time. Dead analog televisions still pick up about 1% of static from this ancient light. That light became invisible microwave radiation. Every atom heavier than lithium in the human body was forged inside the crushing cores of dying stars billions of years ago. Carbon in the cells, iron in the blood, and calcium in the bones all traveled through stellar furnaces before landing on Earth. The Big Bang provided only the lightest elements in the entire universe. The heavier materials that make up living organisms required the explosive death of ancient suns. To learn more about the Big Bang Theory, explore Science Museum exhibits on cosmology, or watch documentaries from the NASA website. Visit public observatories that open their telescopes for stargazing and discover the universe for yourself. The universe began as a tiny speck, and it continues to expand today. Welcome to Kansas, the geographic center of the United States. It is home to over 6 million acres of undisturbed tall grass. This wind energy capital generates more electricity than any other state. The 70-foot chalk pillars of Monument Rocks rise like ancient stone sentinels. Visit the Sunflower State, a Union member since 1861, for geographic superlatives. Stay for natural wonders and leave with the completely rewritten map of America. Meet the western meadowlark, Kansas' official state bird and a total acoustic wizard. Out of thousands of species, fewer than 10 can do this polyphonic magic, and this guy does it effortlessly. They turn fence posts into personal concert stages every spring morning. One of nature's wildest vocal performances happens right on that weathered wood. Visit Kansas to catch this extraordinary show sung from a feathered superstar. Mauna Kea in Hawaii is actually the tallest mountain on the entire planet. It stands a staggering 33,500 feet from base to summit. That makes it taller than Mount Everest by nearly 4,000 feet. The secret is that most of Mauna Kea lives underwater, and nobody can see the real size. Only about 13,800 feet of Mauna Kea actually rises above the ocean surface. The remaining 20,000 feet plunge deep into the Pacific Ocean floor, like an enormous iceberg. Geologists measure the full height from the basalt ocean floor, where this volcano was born millions of years ago. The mountain is so massive that its own weight pushes the Earth crust downward by nearly 15,000 feet. The summit of Mauna Kea hosts the greatest collection of telescopes on the planet. Scientists placed 15 observatories here because the air is dry and the skies stay clear all year round. These instruments peer deeper into space than any ground-based telescope ever could. The infrared and submillimeter arrays reveal star-forming regions hidden behind cosmic dust clouds. In Hawaiian tradition, Mauna Kea is the sacred firstborn child of Sky Father and Earth Mother. This peak has been a place of spiritual significance for more than 1,000 years. Native Hawaiians see the mountain as a living ancestor, connecting the ocean below to the stars above. The observatory complex sits on ground that holds immense cultural and religious meaning. To learn more about Mauna Kea, start with the books and publications from the University of Hawaii Press on Pacific geology. Visit the Mauna Kea Visitor Information Center at 9,200 feet altitude for a guided introduction. Watch documentaries from the National Geographic Society about Hawaiian volcanism and Pacific Island formation. The Summit Access Road offers one of the most extraordinary driving experiences on Earth. I hope you learned something. If not, let's watch again. Love you. Bye.